Welcome to ScoutsTracker training course. We're going to be looking at how to import data from MyScouts into your ScoutsTracker so that you can start working with it. So for starters, we're going to go into log into the MyScouts portal. And on the bottom, or on the left-hand pane, you will see that there's this reports option. We'll click on that. And the one we want is the membership listings. We're going to click on View Report. Okay, so you have an option here to pick what level you want to do. I just always do the whole group, and that way I can reuse the file to update any other sections or multiple sections if I need to. ScoutsTracker is smart enough to skip sections that are not the current one that you're importing into. So this is a safe thing to do. I will remove pending and not renewed people because I don't want them in ScoutsTracker. I only want them in there when they're actually active. So the other thing to do is if someone is listed primarily as a group committee member, that's their primary role, and you're trying to pull them into Scouts, you will skip them as a Scouter if you leave it as primary. So you want to say all, so that you get anyone who is a member of this particular section you're importing, regardless of whether they are, whether that's their primary role or not. So people will sometimes have multiple roles, such as, excuse me, myself, where I'm both the group commissioner and I'm also a venture advisor and a troop scouter. So I've got numerous roles here. And then the final thing I'm going to put in here is if someone just got activated, so a scouter got activated today, and you want to pull them in, there seems to be a lag between activations and when they actually get put in. So I would push out about a week, and that seems to capture them. You want to choose to go to Excel because that's what you need for ScoutsTracker, and then you will say Run Report. And you'll see it come up here at the top. Okay, so we're done with ScoutsTracker, and I will log out. The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to go into ScoutsTracker. I'm going to pull up my venture team in this case. So my ScoutsTracker for Ventures. So you need to select Account. And scroll down so you see Import from MyScouts. Okay, we're going to choose the file that we want. That's the one we just downloaded. And it's thinking about it. So what will happen is at the top you will have this list of it basically tells you that you're going to be pulling stuff in that are part of the 4th Southwest Ventures only group. It'll show you if there were any new ventures added, so ones that were not in ScoutsTracker before that are now in MyScouts. It'll also tell you that certain people were modified. So if someone made a change in MyScouts that needs to be copied into ScoutsTracker, that information will also be pulled in. So there's a whole section here with records that will be skipped. I'm going to take us to the bottom. And you'll see that at the bottom here it will list anyone who was not in the ScoutsTracker or not in the MyScouts, but is currently in ScoutsTracker. We've got a couple of people who are from the group committee that we're going to leave as active. But from time to time, you'll have a scout or a cub or a participant or even a scouter who leaves, who either transfers out or no longer is active. And in that case, you want to pick either inactive withdrawn or inactive transferred to remove that person from your ScoutsTracker. Okay, so then you will click upload. That, in this case, will have no effect, so we won't actually do it. When upload is done, it'll give you an option to go to the welcome list, but I prefer to go manually to the welcome list and show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go to Account, Logins, Welcome Messages, and you're looking for anyone on the right-hand side here whose last welcome says never. You may want to resend if someone seems to have lost track of how to log in. You can customize the message at the bottom here. Pick the people that you want, and then you get to hit send. Because I haven't selected anyone, these are grayed out in this case, but I could pick someone and I could send. So that's how you set up your ScoutsTracker. The other thing you can do is for a specific individual, you can go into their area, scroll down to status, and you can change their status to inactive withdrawn or inactive transferred. You can also take someone that you previously deactivated, and if they're coming back, you can manually set them back to status active. So if someone failed to register and then later on they did register, that would be a way to pull them back in. You can also add logins to people. So you can add a youth login. When you do that, you get the option to select whether the other login was a parent, and whether this new one is a parent or a youth. So you have that option. You can add another parent if you want. So you can have multiple logins for the youth, including you can have a youth login option as well. And if you mark it as not a parent, there's limited access to what they can do within that. Parents have a little more control over the ScoutsTracker settings. So that's it for this initial setup. You remember to hit save if you make a change. Thank you, and be sure to post any comments or questions, and I'll get back as best I can. Thank you.